Good morning. So I'm working with Molly this morning, and Molly really struggles with getting distracted in her environment. She finds everything more valuable than the human. And so what we really want to work on with her is we want to flip that. We want to be the most valuable thing to her. We want everything else to come second, but we need to build that into her. So what we're going to do with her, and what I recommend doing with any dog that really struggles with giving you their attention, is I want you to have them start working for their food. So Molly's here for 2 weeks. She's going to be working for the majority of her food. I'm not going to just put the bowl in front of her for her to eat from. I want the food to come from me because I want her to find value in me. So what we're going to do is we're going to just start working with some basic commands that she knows. For her right now, it's just sitting down. We've been working on the place command, but she doesn't know it well enough at this point to just go through a bunch of repetitions. So we're just going to be working on sitting down. This is really great, and it's a great start for any dog because of two reasons. One, like I said, it teaches her to value me above everything else in the environment. I have the food. If you're hungry, you're going to need to come to me and pay attention to me in order to get that. Two, it's going to allow us to put in a lot of repetitions on these skills that she really needs to work on. She knows sitting down, but she's very selective about when she'll actually do them. If there is anything else going on in the room, you can assume that she is not going to pay you attention. If you tell her to sit or down, she's essentially just going to blow you off and say, no, everything else is more important. So by putting in a lot of repetitions, we're starting to give those value. We're going to treat her in the beginning every single time that she does the command. As she gets better and faster, we're going to treat her every couple, and we're going to switch it up a little bit to keep her guessing as to when she'll actually get that reward. But right now, in the very beginning, when she's very, very distracted by everything around her, we're going to reward her every single time she gives us one of these commands that we're asking for. Now, you'll also notice that I'm going to tell her break after each command. Break is our release word. It just means you don't need to stay in that command anymore. For her, so it'll be sit, I'll give her the treat, I will say break and throw a couple treats away from her. This does two things. One, it teaches her the release word. That break means that you're done with your command. It also gets her out of the position and away from me so that I can call her back and we can do it again. So that's going to be the process. It's really simple. We're going to start with low amounts of repetitions. Remember, this is her entire breakfast that she's working for. If I did this with an entire bowl of food, her little puppy brain would be fried. It's too much to ask her to hold her attention for that long and to do the same repetitive commands. Remember, we're just doing sit, down, and break right now. So I want to keep it nice and short. She'll also work for her food throughout the day in other areas as we're working on training. Again, just so that the food is coming from me and she's getting that reward. If at any point she starts getting really distracted and I can't bring her attention back to me with the food, the activity is over. We're done. We're putting the food away. We will come back to it later. I don't want her to think that she can just ignore me, blow me off, go sniff and explore and do whatever she wants, and then come back and get the treat. That's not the point of this. The point is to stay focused on me if you want that reward. So at any point, if your dog gets just kind of disconnected and isn't caring anymore, just put it away. You'll come back to it later. They will still be hungry and they will still be able to work for that food and get those repetitions in.